the more so like, hey, buy 16, get the 17th item 5% off. That's what it was given. Welcome to Soft Life, Hard Truths, where lifestyle dreams meet bank account realities. I'm your host, Teigen J. Come on in. I want you to stay. How are you doing today? Did you miss me? Because I missed you. Life has been lifing. And we was down a little bit, okay? We was down a couple of weeks. Okay, but we're back. We're back in this thing. So how are you? How have you been? How have things been going these past couple of weeks? You been doing okay? You hanging in there? I know things are getting crazy. I understand that. I know things are crazy. But are you doing okay? I hope so. And if not, things are going to get better. They have to. They must. They will. I've been doing good. I've been hanging on. I've been hanging on. I've been doing the best I can with what I got. Okay, I'm doing the best I can. But no, I'm hanging in there. I'm doing the best I can. How was your Thanksgiving? Okay, my Thanksgiving was wonderful. I ate well. I slept. I laughed. I was with my family. Like it was good. It was good. How was yours? I hope it was good. I hope you ate well. I hope you got that turkey, that mac and cheese, those yams. I hope you was with your family. You know what I'm saying? I hope things went well. I hope things went well. Which leads me into the first topic of the day. Let's get into it. Showing up empty handed. Now, I don't know how you all do for Thanksgiving, but my family, how we do it is normally my big mama and my mom and my aunt, they cook the main courses, right? They for years they cooked everything, right? And then as we became adults, the cousins, the grandchildren, whatever you want to call us, as we got older, we became adults, right? We were responsible for like bringing something, whether it's desserts or sides or sodas, drinks, whatever. We had to bring something. So for the past couple of years, we had this tradition where all of the cousins will get together and we will pick a side that we want to bring or a dish. It don't have to be a side, it could be a dish. Like one of my cousins, she made rasta pasta. I did sweet potato souffle, and I was supposed to do cream spinach, but I didn't have time. Last year I did the deviled egg. So it's like, you contribute something, right? But there's always going to be somebody that shows up and just doesn't do their part. They don't bring anything. And my question to you is, how do you feel about that? How do you feel about that? Here's my thought process, right? When it's immediate family, if you are a part of the family, now I'm not talking about guest, right? I'm not talking about guest. If you are a part of the family, you know the family protocol, everybody has agreed to it, you're in the group chat, you know how this goes, right? You know that you're supposed to contribute in some type of way. People are taking their money and they're having to finance this food. Food is expensive, it's through the roof, right? We're all having to take our time and our resources to contribute to the meal. Why would you not contribute? Why would you show up with your hand out and leave with your belly full and you couldn't even bring a case of water? Leeches. That's what you are. Come on now. I don't like that. It's different if, you know what I'm saying, you're not a part of the family, you're just visiting, because my family, I'm from the deep South, okay? I'm a true Southern girl, true Southern belle, where it is not strange to walk over to your neighbor's house and just, you don't have to call and say, hey, I'm coming. You can just walk over, hey, how y'all doing? Sit down, talk to them, whatever. 9 times out of 10, y'all might even be related. You know what I'm saying? Walk over, have a conversation with them. They say, hey, you want a plate? Oh, okay, yeah, I get some. What you got in there? That's different. Not expecting you to contribute, bring anything over there. you're gonna be fed. But when it's your family, when you knew that the expectation was there for everybody to contribute, and you do nothing, and you show up, and you still expect to eat, and then especially those that show up expect to eat, and you bring in your 8 kids, what's that about? This food costs money. Do y'all have people in y'all family that do that? How do you feel about it? Do you not care? Like, it is what it is. It's the holiday. Like, I don't need to think twice about it. It is what it is. As long as everybody get a plate, we're good. Like, I mean, it's not something that I would trip over and call people out on, but I do think, like, it's wild to not contribute anything. Like, and I feel like, don't come bringing money. Like, forget that. Bring something. Pick up a cake. Pick up some sodas, some juices. Bring some wine. Bring some beer. Like, it's a holiday. Like, if you're not gonna cook, like, go stop and stop by like a restaurant, bring some chicken, bring some turkey, like, bring something. Don't just show up and bring yourself when you knew you were supposed to contribute. But let me know what y'all think in the comments. And does this happen with y'all family? I'm just wondering. I just had to talk about that. All right, next topic. Was it me, or was Black Friday not Black Fridaying? Was the sales not selling? I didn't see nothing that was like, hey, it's giving Black Friday. It was more so like, hey, buy 16, get the 17th item 5% off. That's what it was giving. What's up with that? The economy is already strained. People's pockets are already hurting. This will be the prime time to really drop those prices and get people in these stores and get them through the door so you can get, the money flowing. And I feel like these stores didn't do that. I feel like y'all played in our faces, and I feel like the media is lying. People wasn't out here shopping for Black Friday like that. These sales weren't selling. There was nothing to get out of your bed for. You was better off still digesting your turkey from earlier that day or the night before. Like, it wasn't giving what it was supposed to give. Did you guys go out and buy anything for Black Friday? Like, absolutely pointless. And they love to raise the price for Black Friday. So something that would normally be $20, they want to raise it to $25 for Black Friday and tell you that it was always priced at $35. As if we're dumb. As if we can't peel back that sticker and see what the original price always was. What's tea? Why? I just don't get it. How much longer do you guys think we're going to let you play in our faces like that? The Black Friday sales were poor, disappointing. They weren't good last year either, but they were very disappointing this year. And I do not believe the numbers that the media is reporting when they say that the sales were up and the shopping numbers and revenue was up. I call BS. I call BS. I don't believe it. I'm not buying. We don't believe you. You need more people. But let me know, what do you guys think? Were you out there shopping for Black Friday? Did you get some good deals? Was it worth you leaving your home? Let me know. All right, next topic. One thing I wanted to talk about, I noticed, just being home for the holidays. And I don't know if this is a Southern thing. I don't think it is a Southern thing. I don't know if it's a cultural thing. Have you guys noticed that in a lot of families, the grandmother is like the matriarch of the family, right? She's the glue that holds the family together. Like, I look at my holidays ever since I was a little girl, right? All my major holidays are spent at a grandmother's house. It is always a grandmother's house. I can never recall mentioning I'm going to my grandfather's house. It's always my grandmother's house. I'm always going to my big mama's house, my grandmother's house. And I found that very, very interesting. And so it led me to just really sit down and think like, isn't it interesting how it is the grandmother that like really holds things together, like those values, those traditions. And so then I got to thinking about how does that impact like the family financially? So like for me personally, my big mother, like she has the home, right? She is the owner of the home. So my big mama has like a 5 bedroom home. So for major holidays, Thanksgiving, Christmas, we all go to her home and we each have a bedroom. We know where our bedroom is. We go and we put our things down and we get comfortable in our bedroom. And I just wonder, like, what happened to those families where, God forbid, when the grandmother leaves here, how does that impact the family financially? Is the house lost? A lot of times the house is lost, right? Or a lot of times, if the house is passed on, a lot of times the grandchildren don't see the value in the home, right? They sell. You ever heard the saying, "Don't sell grandmama's home"? That's kind of where they stem from. And so it just had my mind going. When you think about your family, like your family dynamics, do you ever sit back and think like, who is the glue that holds the family together? Who owns the house where you guys mainly meet at? Is it your grandmama? Is it your grandfather? Most of my friends, it is always the grandmother. It's the grandmother that is, holding the family together, that's holding the traditions together. It is the grandmother that has the home, that owns the home, that's making sure the home is upkept. It's the grandmother that is like when people are in binds, it is the grandmother that is lending out the money, getting people out of trouble. Like you got that drunk uncle that, is always acting up and getting into trouble. It's the grandmama that's going in and bailing him out. And so it just made me think about how it is, always the grandmother that holds the family together and how that kind of impacts the family financially. But let me know what you think in the comments. What has been your experience? What is your experience in your family when it comes to that person that holds the family together and how it impacts your finances throughout the family? Let me know what you think. Drop that in the comments. All right, now it's time for the finance column. So we're still on our credit series, okay? We're still learning about credit. So today we're going to learn how to maintain our good credit, right? We're just simple tips. Now that you got your credit established, you know what a credit score is, how it's calculated, right? We know the different types of credit. Now we need to look at, okay, how do we maintain our credit? First off, very simple, common sense. Pay your bills on time. Pay the bills on time. Payment history is important. Keep your credit utilization low. A lot of times it is recommended 30% and below. What does that mean? If your credit card limit is $100, don't let anything over $30 be reported. Really lower than that, but the standard is 30%, right? And it shows, hey, this person is managing the money that we lend them, responsibly. Avoid unnecessary hard inquiries. Don't go applying to credit cards willy-nilly. Hard inquiries impact your credit score. Think long and hard before you just go opening up loans and credit cards and things like that. Make sure it makes sense because that impacts your score. And another thing, monitor your score regularly. There are ways that you can monitor your score. Find those ways and make sure you keep an eye on them, especially for fraud. We're living in the times where people are always trying to steal people's personal information. Keep an eye on your scores. On your report, you can pull it for free. I told you before, you can pull it for free at least once a year. Like, keep an eye on it. These are habits that will help you maintain a good credit report and score. Okay? All right. All right. Now it's time for the Hard Truth Hotline. This is Jazz from Dallas. Hey Teigen, it's Jazz. I had one of those weeks where everything hit at once. My car battery died. My kid needed money for a school trip. And then rent went up. I ended up overdrafting twice and felt so embarrassed. I avoided checking my account for 2 days. How do you bounce back financially and mentally when one bad week wipes out a good month of discipline? Well, Jazz, first off, don't be embarrassed. It happens to the best of us. You're only human. You can't stop bad things from happening to you, right? It's outside of your control. Don't avoid checking your account. You should be checking it as soon as these things happen, right? To try to get ahead of it. Don't be embarrassed. Check that account. How do you bounce back, right? The first part of bouncing back is accepting what is. You had all these things that happen. Your car, you got to get a new battery. You got to pay for your kid's school trip, and then your rent went up. Okay, it is what it is. We got to accept these things, and then we got to pivot. We got to figure out a way to make up for this income, right? How do we bounce back? Now that you've accepted it, you got to come up with a plan. What is your plan? We know that we got more money going out, and we need to find some money coming in. And so mentally, you just sit with it, right? Okay, I'm not in a good space. I don't like this. But once you get that plan together, I promise you it will help. It always helps when you have a plan. And then you work your plan, right? So if you need something immediately coming in, you got to think of ways that you can bring money in real quick, right? Whether that's if you need to go and pick you up a little side job real quick, maybe go do some waitressing, right? That brings in cash. Bartending, that's a good way to bring in some cash. Sell things online, sell things on Facebook Market. If you need something really, really quick, sell some clothes on Facebook Marketplace. Sell some purses, sell some shoes. Poshmark, sell things on Poshmark. Start baking some cakes, bake desserts, sell plates. Do something. There's something that you can do to make some money real quick. Sell things. There's things lying around your house that you can sell real quick. Just start advertising. Sell it really quick. Or if there are some services that you can do, you can make websites. You can make flyers for people. You're a photographer. You can take pictures. You could be good at managing things like an assistant or something. Offer those services. Do whatever you have to do to bring some money in real quick, real fast. And even to the point of if there's something that you recently purchased and you just don't have to have it, take it back. Go return it. Return it. Whatever you can do to get the money back in your account, to help with those overdraft fees. That's what I would start doing, devising a plan really quick. What can I do to bring in some money very fast? Very fast. And then just start stacking it. And just start stacking it. And then once you get out of that hole, start saving you an emergency fund so that you can help prevent things like this happening again, right? You can't prevent bad things happening, right? Unexpected expenses popping up. But you can be prepared when they come, right? We can have us a stash ready for those expenses, right? So that's what I would do, Jazz. And just stay focused. Just stay focused. We can't control things that happen to us. We can only control how we respond. So just stay focused. Keep trying. Keep going. You got this. One step at a time. Don't beat yourself up. It's hard raising children. The economy is rough right now. People are just trying to get by. Do the best you can. You got this, girl. Let me know how it turns out. You got it. All right. Now it's time for the hard truth of the week. I feel like I might have told you guys this one before, but I can't remember. But even if I did, we're going to say it again because it's just that good. Okay? Hard truth of the week. If you continuously allow disrespect, they are no longer the problem. You are. If you continuously allow disrespect, they are no longer the problem. You are. Let's talk about it really quick. If someone is constantly crossing your boundaries, disrespecting you, making you feel away, and you're not speaking up, you're just accepting it, you're just feeling away, you're internalizing it, and you're just walking off and just allowing this behavior, and then they come back and they do it again, and then they do it again, and then they do it again. Is it really their fault if they keep doing it? At what point are you going to say enough is enough? I'm not going to allow you to treat me this way. Because after the first, second time, it's on you. You have to stand up for you. You have to implement those boundaries. You have to let it be known that I will not allow you to treat me this way. I will not accept this. This is unacceptable. Either you move better or I'm going to move accordingly. It's really very simple. It's really very simple. Very simple. So if you don't check that person, if you don't check how they're treating you or address the issue, it's on you because you're allowing it. So why allow the disrespect? Check it. We don't let people disrespect us over here, okay? Get some act right. We get some straightening. Yeah, okay? So if somebody's disrespecting you, get them together. You can do it respectfully. You can do it sweetly. Just implement your boundaries. But stand up for yourself. Don't allow people to mistreat you or handle you any type of way, okay? We don't do that over here. Very good. I don't make the rules, y'all. I don't make the rules. 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 I don't. All right. We have come to that time. We have come to that time. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Please make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Please share it with anybody that you think may enjoy or benefit from watching. Still building up the family here. And I just want to take the time to thank you so much, because you could have been anywhere in the world, but you decided to be here with me. And I don't take that for granted. So thank you. Thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so we're going to, of course, toast up, because it is always a celebration every time we link up. Always. So here's the softer living and truths that set you free.